What's going on, ladies and gents? Latest episode of Being Black is Ghetto. I am your lovely host, Jay Evans. And to the couch, my lovely co-host.
Patty J, yeah.
All right, and to the man that you see next to her, introduce yourself, my guy.
I thought y'all was going to do that. Y'all don't do that?
I mean, I could introduce you. You want me to introduce you?
Yeah, you started off and then I'll finish
All
it
right.
up. I'll fill in the gaps.
You feel me?
You know what I mean?
Producer. Engineer. And now a DJ all of a sudden. The most light-skinned man that I know. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Ollie the greatest.
Cheer! Thank you. I got a little clap and all that. How come you didn't
Damn.
clap?
I was drinking my drink.
That's crazy. Nah, it's a pleasure to be here, man. It's a pleasure. It's a long time coming. We finally got it right, and we here.
As it should be. Anything else would be uncivilized.
You know what I'm saying? So I just want to address one thing. You said DJ all of a sudden. What most people don't know is that before I even started producing, I started DJing back in college days. That's all I wanted to say.
You hear the voice?
Nigga, just cause you plugged your phone into the aux and you have the little playlist don't make you a DJ,
What? I
nigga.
used to have them college parties going crazy. What? Ask about me, man. Shout out to Springfield, Mass. They know what's up.
I don't even know where that
Football
is.
house.
Where that at?
Springfield, Massachusetts. You
You went to school in Massachusetts?
I did.
You
Yes.
nasty
That
nigga.
explains it.
Hey, man. It played a part in who I am today.
Play the part. Niggas be hanging niggas, it sound like over there.
Western New England and all that. Shout out to Western New England
Listen,
and
he
all
likes
that.
this.
You know what I mean?
You over there partying with a Tom Brady jersey
I
on.
was the lit freshman. You stupid.
Anyway, so before we get to the shits, Patty, how's your week?
I'm tired. Shit. That's how my week went. Tired. Work. Children.
Dead.
School.
Yeah, man, school started back, man. Fuck them kids.
Oh, that's a fact. Back to school.
Fuck them kids. All these fucking traffic, bro.
For real.
What about you, Ali? How's your life been,
Life has been good. Week was a little busy. I was out of town, last week? So just kind of playing catch up a little bit. And then, just outside, hitting these clubs and these lounges and these, my DJ shit. You feel me?
Yeah,
Being a
over
whore.
there being a
I mean,
thotty
what?
body amongst the
Being a
50
whore.
states.
Hell no.
Being a red flag.
Hell no. Not at all. It's just business, never personal.
How was your summer, Did you live your best life this summer,
Did I live my best life this summer? Kinda. Like, I'm always working. That's one thing. You know what I mean?
There we go.
It's
Niggas
like-
always want to
so-
act like they busy when they not even busy. Act like they busy.
Dead ass. Like, so, me being outside is like, we gonna make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? That's what led to the parties. That's what led to the DJing. That's what led to, you know what I'm saying? But, since summer was busy, it was fulfilling. You know what I mean? It was quick, though. It was just like, it was here and then it was gone. So, you know what I mean? So, but
When
it
you're
was
busy,
good.
it could happen like that.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a big fact.
Well, thank you for asking about my week.
We don't ask you about
All
your
right.
Oh,
week. We don't
yeah.
care.
What about you, my brother?
I've been chilling, blessed and highly favored, Blessed and highly favored. Thanks for fucking asking.
I would have thought about it, but you know what I mean? That's really, you know what I mean? That's like, it's like, yeah, hack. It's a flag. She don't care.
I will say this though, before we get to the shits as well. So, if a lovely young lady entered the life of Ali, where do you squeeze in time?
If a lovely young lady.
Or young man, we don't judge.
Okay, so
Damn.
you had it right, respectfully, the first time. I mean, listen, I know most people think that, when they go with the saying, like, if it means the most, you'll make time and da-da-da. Like, I hate that saying, or however it goes. You know what I'm talking about. I hate that saying.
No, we make time for the things that
there
we
you go.
want.
And
There
it's
you go.
true.
I
We'll
don't.
continue.
I don't agree with that. But on that spectrum and in that situation, sometimes you just gotta allow things to align. You know what I mean? Like, some things is going to align, some things ain't. But it also takes the right person to understand the lifestyle that someone like me lives. That's all.
Listen, when you go to take a shit, you could text somebody back. I don't want to hear that shit.
That's a fact. But if your shits is on a schedule, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie,
Listen.
you my mans, but I gotta get on your ass.
Uh-oh.
Cause I'm always on the shorties out here, bro. I gotta be on your ass, bro.
Oh, shit.
That's cap, bro. Everybody makes time for the things that they want, bro. There's some point in your day that you could squeeze in an hour, a little 30 minutes. If whatever girl you're interested in, if they only free in the morning, all right, let's go grab some bacon, egg, and cheese real quick. Something light, something real quick.
See,
you're not about to hit a shorty with the I'm too busy.
No. See, that I agree with. But the thing is, most females, I'm not going to put everybody in the box, but most females, they want what they want. They don't understand what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand that, hey, I got a 9 to 5. Hey, I got a DJ from 4 to 6. Hey, I got a DJ again from 6 to 8. Hey, I got to do a podcast. That was my life today. You know what I'm saying? Worked. Had to go home, rushed to the joint. I was 6 to 9. Then I got here. Then, you know what I'm saying? It's
did you eat?
I'm sorry?
Did you eat?
When I was at work.
So when you ate, you could take one hand,
but
eat your meal, and text real fast.
I don't really do shit while I'm at work. So that's the time to eat. That's the time to hit people. That's the time to text back. You know what I'm saying? Because when I'm done, it's like, all right, cool. I'm running around. Catch me if you can.
Well, then that means your dating life can't be that great then if you never have time.
It's all about priorities. It's all about what you want to do.
Trying to get to that money.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, when you're
because a woman can have understanding, but at some point it becomes like you're neglecting your partner at some point.
Listen, man.
But here's the thing, though. You don't sign up for things that you know that you can't, do
That's fair.
wholeheartedly. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
fair.
So the thing is, communication is, super important, right? So, and it's really, communication is one, but also comprehension is another. Because you can't just talk, you want it to be received and you want to be understood. You know what I mean? So it takes the right alignment for the people to say, you know what? I look at it like this. You either gonna fuck with it or you're not. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I tell people respectfully. It's just like, listen, this is what it is. This is what I'm doing. I fuck with you, but it's just like, I have this, I have this, I have that. I would really like to work you into what's going on, but it's not gonna be all peachy all the time. I need you to be open, be optimistic, and understand. You either gonna fuck with it or you're not.
And you
know
do
what
this
I'm
out
saying?
the gate, or this is after the fact?
This is out the gate. Because here's the thing, I've this ain't my first rodeo. You know what I'm saying? Or it hasn't been my first rodeo. I've been through the same situation over and over, and then I had to kind of step back and say, okay, let me audit what's going on here because it's the same result. So it's like, oh, well, maybe I should say from literally day one, this is this is that, this is that. You know what I mean? Like, let's, we get past all the attraction stuff, and I fuck with you, you fire, boom, boom, ah. It's like, all right, let's get down to business. This
But
is
if I'm
what
gonna
it
be
is.
real with you, I'm gonna speak for my women.
Okay.
A lot of women will say they're okay with it until they're in it. Because we need women
need a green flag,
women
too.
That's the
need
point.
their,
Score one on the pick me board.
I'm just saying, women need
Absolutely.
to feel like they're getting attention. So if they feel like they're not getting attention, it's gonna affect them after a while.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's but so much a person can take. So yeah, you're doing your job by letting women know ahead of time. Okay, this is what I'm not able to give you as much attention as you need.
Absolutely.
But some women will lie and say they can handle it.
Yeah.
They really can't handle it.
But the thing is, that's okay. But my thing is communicate that though. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I thought I was in line with what was going on from jump, but experiencing it's been different. Most times females will just act different. They won't say anything, but it'll come out in their emotions. You go pick them up. You finally align something. You go pick them up. It's like, yo, you lit. You ready for whatever. Then it'd be like, hey.
See, I don't do that. I communicate. I
What's
say
that?
what I say. What I say. And
like,
how
why
you
you
how you
acting like
respond
that?
is how
Asking
I'm
for
gonna respond.
communication, better off waiting for hell to freeze over, bro.
See, but the thing that's annoying is communication gotta go both ways. And the thing that annoys me is like if a woman communicates like he says he want a girl to communicate, how the man responds also matters. Because we could communicate with y'all, but if y'all not gonna take into account what we're saying and listen to what we're saying, then why y'all want communication?
You gonna make me segue real quick because I actually want to adjust. I'm glad you said that. Women need to stop sending paragraphs because I'm not responding to your whole paragraph.
I don't send nobody. I'm not sending no paragraphs.
Because that whole responding is how you respond.
I refuse.
Bro,
Nah.
I'm taking 2 sentences that's most important, and that's what I'm responding to.
Here's the
Don't
thing.
send me an intro
Yeah,
body and
I've
conclusion.
learned over the years, y'all can't comprehend anything more than 3 sentences.
But look though,
Bro,
Y'all read the first sentence, the last sentence, and
Bro,
respond
if
to
I
only
see that
those
boot
2.
bubble look like
Everything
this.
in between, y'all do not pay attention
Nah,
to.
it's when
Y'all
you-
skim through it.
it's when you get this much, and then you get the little arrow. And you tap the arrow, and then it's like a whole spreadsheet. Just like, yo.
You're better off double texting me and just breaking it down.
No,
But
fuck
if
the
I
double
see
text.
one Young Big John.
double text.
That was crazy.
I will
But
call. You gonna hear my mouth,
I'm
okay?
not
I'd rather
reading
you
it.
hear me.
I'm not
Matter
reading
of fact,
it right then and
FaceTime,
there.
you gonna see me. We're not doing no long.
See, that's why I
drawn-out
save
text
all
messages.
important conversations for in person. I'll say that now. If I need to really talk to you about something, I'm not calling you. I'm not texting you because I'm not giving you the ability to bang the phone on me because I'm really gonna pop up at your crib.
But it also goes to the point of like knowing who you're dealing with too, because you can talk to somebody face to face and then talk for however long, hours or whatever, and still don't get nowhere. Some people like because communication is a big bubble. There's different ways to communicate.
Emotional maturity, I think, is more important than communication.
We don't tolerate people with lower
We'll get to that in a
frequencies.
second. We'll get to that in a second. That's a good one. But yeah, just knowing who you're dealing with and saying like, okay, maybe this might be better in a text. Maybe this might be better, or maybe the text is just the intro for the conversation. So
I
when you
think
do
also
talk-
people need to figure out what's worth arguing over.
that part too.
Like sometimes I
Absolutely.
just be like, okay, it's not that deep. And then if it's that deep, then I'll say something.
I stole that from How I Met Your Mother in
Because
that show.
it's not that. It don't be that serious. Like you about to sit here and make it a long 3-day drawn out argument over something small. It's not
that's
that.
a fact.
It's not that.
And no
deep.
cap. In that show, there was like when the two characters, Marshall and Lily, had a baby. It was like, yo, I love you guys as my friends, but where I'm at a point now since we got a kid, if your problem doesn't escalate higher than an 8, keep it to yourself.
It's over.
I deadass I navigate like that in my real life now, bro.
Yeah, you have to, because everybody got a problem with something, and everybody always dealing with something, or you got something to say about something. So it's just like, yo, you either gonna deal with it, you either gonna figure it out.
Yeah, bro. If it's not life changing or like life wrecking, bro. Nobody cares if you got a quick flight. If you don't go roll your car down the block or some shit like that, bro. Type shit. Ain't got nothing to do with niggas, bro.
What helps too is coming with a problem, but also coming with a solution at the same time. You know what I mean? It's like most people just come with the problem, but it's just like, how much did you think this problem through? You should be able to let me know how you think it should be solved.
And sometimes I think communication comes with vulnerability. Like when it comes on to like a woman feeling away, a woman simply saying like, I feel a bit insecure, I feel like you're neglecting, or I feel like that's, I think could be helpful for the man to then respond to. But if we just get our attitudes, because I used to be like that, I just get an attitude and expect you to figure it out. I don't do that anymore. I communicate.
Okay, growth.
But when I communicate, I say exactly what I feel. Like, yo, I feel insecure, because that's the feeling I may be feeling in the moment. And I just be vulnerable and say, okay, I feel insecure. And this is why. So that the person could then respond and give me the solution. But that's how I think women, how we could better communicate,
Snaps
but men
and
could better
claps,
understand.
But wait, before the snaps and claps. On the emotional side, is it always the person that is wrong in that situation?
No,
or is
that's
it,
why I said I usually what I learned in therapy is it's better to say I feel, because when you say I feel like you're putting it on the person when it's not their fault. You have to say I feel this way and this
words
is why.
are important. Absolutely, that's really
Because I used to
good.
be heavy on that. I feel like you doing this, and the person could be not doing anything
like, I
wrong.
didn't even do
But
nothing.
it's my insecurity. So
put
I have to
you-
say
I put you
I
what
feel
you
like
wanted.
I'm a little insecure because of XYZ. So it's not on the person, it's on me, because it's my issue, not theirs.
Gotcha.
So
Yes,
if a guy
we can
hits
snap.
you with
We
the
can snap
I
for
hate
that.
I hate
like
the
that.
I hate that you
that.
feel that way. What you
Shout
gonna
out
tell
to
him?
growth.
I hate that you feel that way.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
As in, I feel insecure because blah 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 blah. And bro just be like, damn, I hate that you feel that way. What you gonna tell him?
Damn, I hate we gotta end this way. Like, no. I need you to, if I'm communicating and I'm trying doing my part, I need you to do your part too. Or it's not gonna go
That's
nowhere.
it. 'Cause after the first, no, it's like
If you show me a sign that you can't, that's a red flag for me.
Yeah, no, you don't deal with people that
I
can't
don't got time for
communicate.
that.
I feel that. I feel that.
Gotta be able to communicate, bro. That's what I'm
feel
saying.
that.
I call me petty because my man used to say it to me all the time. Yo, you a bitch. You gotta talk to your girl all day. Yup. Yes, I do. The fuck you mean? 24 hours in a day, you not about to text me back? You about to go hours at a time? Yes, text me back.
I mean, I could go hours
Hit
at
me
a time.
back.
I'm clingy, but I could go. I respect
I'm
people's.
different.
I
need
work
my
12 hours
space.
and I still find the time.
Yeah,
FaceTime me
yeah,
on a
you gotta
break,
respect
do
space.
something.
It gotta
I
be
need my space. I need to
balance,
miss you a
like
little
a balance.
bit. I need
It gotta
to
be a balance.
You know
The
what I'm
miss
saying?
is when you're not with me. That's how I miss you.
Yeah, but if we talking, it's just like you there. We on FaceTime the whole day. It's like you there. You literally right there. Then when I see you, it's just gonna be like coexisting.
I'm clingy, so I want to be around my man all day, every day. But
gotta
I also can give him his space at the same time.
It gotta
I be
feel
trying to be
like, bro,
balanced.
if you with somebody, every day should feel like the first day you met him. I feel like if it does not feel like that,
That's
you
not
don't got the
reality, though.
That is, because I've had
That's-
that in situations.
So
bro.
where's that situation now?
Yeah, bro. Talk about that.
Relax.
Back it
Unpack.
All
up.
right, relax.
What?
You're not gonna always feel like that realistic. In a long-term relationship, you're not gonna always feel that way. It's not realistic to say that.
Yeah, and I'd like. You would want that? Like you would? Hey.
Yes.
I mean, I would want to
Always
ideally.
wanna feel-
the sun
I would
being
ideally
out.
want to feel like I'm in a honeymoon phase forever, but I know that that's not. If it doesn't happen, I'm not gonna be mad about it. Like it's
listen,
life.
in my last situation, I was never tired of any day when I seen that bitch.
And where is she now?
Heavy on that bitch. In hell.
And where is she now? It wasn't y'all weren't being realistic. Y'all weren't being real with each other. That's why that was able to happen so long.
Yeah, I'm dead.
I mean, possibly.
Because when you start being real, when you be honest with each other, y'all start to realize certain things you don't like about each other. And the honeymoon phase fades.
Yes.
But the honeymoon phase is the honeymoon phase because you're not being your true, authentic self.
You meet the representative at first.
Exactly.
Then it's like the real deal.
And she was
You
on
know what
her.
I'm saying? They gonna do whatever you want them to do, and vice versa. You gonna do whatever for them. You know, while everything is all peachy, but once it ain't peachy, and it start turning into wine,
Listen,
quiet.
Man, facts. Listen, DTB know I don't trust bitches. Anyway. So, I ask normally every creative this that comes on here, but I'm going to ask you as well, since we're on the subject of dating. Do you feel like you could date a 9-to-5 person, or do you feel like, as you being a creative, that you should date just another creative?
That's a really good question. Because I've done both. I've dated creatives, and I've dated 9-to-5. They all have their pros and cons. You know what I mean? Like on the creative side, it depends on what type of creative it is. You know what I mean? If it's somebody that is in the same line of work that as I am, you know, on the music side, on the producer side, it's like, okay. But on the 9-to-5 side, it's like it's a little bit more structured. Like, you know, okay, you're home now, or you're with your friends now, or you're, you know, like there's not a lot of spontaneity, you know, on the work side when it's someone that's with a 9-to-5. On the creative side, it's like, you know, it's like kind of dealing with yourself in a sense. You got to be kind of prone to receive what you give out on the creative side. It's like, oh, shit, damn, I know we got date night tonight, but yo, I really got to, you know, they just hit me the gig. You know, I got this DJ gig, or yo, I got to get to this session real quick. But, you know, you could come.
You could come.
I hope you don't say it like that. I hope you don't say it like that.
No.
I mean, that's better than
Why
saying
girls hate
that.
That's rude.
Wow.
If you want, like it's to say if you want, like you can come.
Nah, but
like,
not.
But as a
it's
guy,
not
it's
saying
like,
if you
yo,
want.
I don't mind your company if you do come. But I'm also cool if you would like to go home. Why do girls get so mad at that?
You could come.
Ew.
You could pull up.
Ew.
What's
Ew.
the matter with that?
You could say something. You could say it a little better than that. Like, you know, I know we have date night, I have a gig. But you don't say, well, if you want to come.
I didn't say if you want.
So
I said you could come.
how do you say it in the
could
terms
come.
that you would like it then?
Yeah, how would it be received on the good side?
I feel like I want somebody, I like romance. I like somebody to be like, you know, I got you a drink and at the bar, you come sit with me, you know, watch me do
This
what
is
I
a
gotta
phone
do.
call. That's me telling you that I'm breaking the date night.
That's what I want to hear.
Breaking the date.
That's what I want to hear. You're not breaking it. You're just rearranging it. I'd rather a man rearrange my date night than break up my, say, no, we
How
ain't
am I
doing
going to
it no
rearrange
more.
it? If you got a gig,
I got a
can't-
gig.
Okay,
Like,
so the date night could be at the gig.
I
Put
bet.
me at the bar with a drink and check on me every couple
All right,
of
so something
every
like
couple of
this. Something like
hours.
this. Hey, yo, all right, baby. Listen, I know I had the reservation at 9, but listen, what we gonna do is instead of going straight to the restaurant. No, this is kind of fire.
Yeah, I want to hear it. Okay.
Listen, instead of going straight to the restaurant, what we gonna do is I just gotta run by this spot. You know what I'm saying? Just check the acoustics, make sure the sound and the sonics is right. I'm only gonna be there for like maybe 2 hours or so. But yo, they got food, they got, you know, a bar and stuff there, and you already know I'm gonna play all your favorite jams and all that. So we're gonna do that, and then you know we're gonna evaluate the time and see what's up, and then we're gonna go from there.
Exactly.
Okay.
Listen, I feel like
That's exactly what I want to hear.
Okay.
That you're rearranging yourself for me.
I'm gonna say this right now. on
Okay.
camera.
You still doing your business, but I'm still getting what I want.
Okay.
Don't say you're gonna cancel on me.
Okay.
And if you want, you could come. No.
No, that's all right. I ain't mad at that.
Listen, man. Any shorty that get mad at her man getting to the bag, you gotta pack her up.
Exactly, because me, I'm all about a nigga getting his money, but
Exactly.
you
You're not
gonna have
canceling
to,
date night on
exactly.
some like.
Don't cancel
the
date
homies
night.
hit
Just
me up,
rearrange it, like you just said. Like rearrange it.
Or don't be no groupie on some like, I don't know. This rapper just told me to come, babe. I gotta cancel our date night. That's a little crazy.
Yeah,
I ain't
nah,
gonna
that's
lie.
what you don't
But
do.
if the bag is there, yo,
That's-
shorty, listen, shorty, about to go get this bag real quick. I gotta
Mm-hmm.
go. Feel me? Hold it down.
It's also really important to note too, you know, you can't bring everybody everywhere.
True.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, I've had some failed attempts where it's just like, shit, I shouldn't have did this. I should have just canceled on your ass and then hope for the best in the morning. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know, there's the doing too much. There's the not doing anything at all. There's the, you know. But shout out to the ones that keep the balance. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
You
y'all
love
be
this podcast,
be messing up with the ones that be
turn it
having the
into a
balance.
clip.
That's
They gonna
true.
slide in your DM immediately. Say you was talking about me. Nope. ASAP,
I'm just
yo.
saying, if y'all are gonna get those women that have the balance, don't take advantage of the ones that do understand the balance.
Listen, man.
Agreed.
Well, Low-key, we didn't even get to the topic yet, so we're going to start. All right.
We ain't even start yet.
Yeah, you know, this is it's such a
Jondo.
free
This about to be your best episode. I'm
It's such
telling
a
you now.
free-flowing
wet
pod.
napkin.
Telling
Dry
you
napkin.
now.
All right? It's such a
My
free-flowing...
eyes. Look
What's it
in my
called?
eye. Please.
Listen. What intermission you got
you.
going on over there, bro?
My eyes itching me, so I asked for a wet napkin for my eye.
You all right?
I think my lashes was jerking me in my eye.
Anyway.
I got on the fucking wings today, so
I'm dead.
I'm
flying
crying.
away out here.
Yo, listen.
Shit.
So, listen, so I spoke to her about this earlier, right?
Okay.
And I'm gonna bring it up again. So I was watching it. I was on Graph Instagram. I don't know why I was watching
What's
Graph
that?
shit. He's a rapper.
Oh, okay.
Feel me? I was watching Graph interview, and he was talking about how poverty isn't a lifestyle, it's a mentality.
Oh yeah.
And he was talking about it because he's like, the example that he gave is like, kids be in school, and if they're failing in classes or doing bad in school or whatever, teachers are looking at him like, oh my God, this kid needs to apply himself, he needs to do better. Not knowing that a lot of kids in like these inner city schools, obviously they got real shit going on at home, whether it be, you know, somebody might have died close to their family, you know, water getting cut off, niggas got eviction notices, all types of shit.
Right.
So you don't know what kids are going through at home that kind of like stem their performance in school. So I wanted to bring that topic here because I also just wanted to talk about that topic in entirety. So to stem it off to the rest of the cast, do you believe poverty is a lifestyle or a mentality? I guess you could set it off.
I think it starts as a mentality. So the thing is like, let's take parents, right? The parents can be, you know, have a povertic, is that a word?
Impoverished.
There you go. Libras and shit. Impoverished situation, right? And then, you know, the kid is just born into that situation. So it's like, you know, they're not thinking that it's a mentality. Two, it's just the reality that they're in. So, you know, for them, it wouldn't be necessarily a mentality first because they're brought into that situation. But overall, I think it starts with the mental, simply because, you know, when you talk about, you know, universal law of attraction, you know, things of the, you know, of that nature, everything starts with a thought. You know what I mean? So sometimes we get caught up into our realities and thinking that, you know, one, this is just how it's supposed to be. You know, I'm supposed to just think like this, feel like this, and just be here in this situation. But we don't realize that it starts with changing our minds. It starts with wanting more. It starts with just, you know, the thoughts of things. So
Facts. Yeah, I wanted to add on to that because I feel like in terms of a lifestyle, right? Like, obviously, like you said, some people are born into it.
Right.
And this is why I feel like the outside world that's not part of inner cities, they need to start understanding that we don't have the same opportunities as other people.
Absolutely.
So until these type of kids get to see there's more to life than the block or
Yeah.
than just the neighborhood, they're going to think that this is normal. Like living in the
true.
projects their whole life, pissing the elevators.
yeah,
This is normal.
Absolutely.
So I feel like there just has to be an extended level of grace.
Yeah.
And then when people kind of carry that into their adulthood, it'll be like, oh, you're too old to be acting like this. I'm like, well, no one ever showed them differently.
Okay, well, see, that's why I'm gonna stop you, because if as a child you don't have a choice, but when you become an adult, you gotta take accountability for your own actions. You gotta take yourself out of these situations and want more for yourself.
But how can you do that?
Yeah, how
Just
do
because
you-
you become an adult doesn't mean these same opportunities are still extended to you.
The same. What you mean by just going and exploring? You don't think a person could learn from that?
It has to be
Going out off the block, walking off the block one day,
It got to
and
be
exploring
introduced. Though.
outside of that.
It's got to be introduced, and it has to be a reason. Like, why am I leaving here? Like, what's so good about over there? I think this is great right here because this is all I know.
I think that we have more things than back in the days. I feel like we have social media now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
we
well,
have so
yes,
many other
yes,
resources and
absolutely.
ways that you could see that there's more out there.
That's a fact.
Than
That's
back
a
in the
fact.
day. Back in the day, we could have this conversation. And I'll be on your side. But the fact that we have social media and reality shows, I know all of that's not real, but it does show you that there is something on the other side.
That's a fact.
But there's a difference between looking it up, because a lot of things can just feel overwhelming, as opposed to somebody, you meet somebody and like they could really tell you, no, bro, like this is easier than, for example, use him for an example, right? There could be an aspiring kid out there that'll be like, yo, he can watch all the VH1 videos, MTV videos. I want to be a producer all he wants. But seeing that, you know, these big studios, these $1,000 million studios, they're going to think, yo, this is out of reach. How can I ever get there when my family makes freaking, you know, $40,000 annually? As opposed to you're going to meet a guy like him, like, yo, you don't need all of that. You just need an MPC. You need this. All you got to do is this. You give somebody that beacon of hope to show them.
I think
but
it
if you
also
don't meet
starts in
that
the home
person,
with the parents.
you're never gonna believe that opportunity can like even fathom to exist.
Yeah, nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. And then I'm glad you brought that up too, because shoot, that was me. At one point in time, it was just like, damn, I gotta wait until I get this bread. Or I gotta wait until and not for nothing, like I battle with that now. It's like, damn, I really want to do this, but I gotta wait. But then it's just like, no, I don't. Like, somebody in the network, or I could start super small, or you know what I mean. But it's like it all comes down to knowing how to think like that, or knowing how to.
It starts with the
move
parents.
like that.
I think it starts at home with the parents. Like,
it all does.
I may not have all the things that I want and desire right now, but I definitely am instilling it in my children that they can score for higher.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna be better than me. You're gonna go beyond where I can go. That's what I think matters. Parents should start instilling that in their children.
Yeah, well, like
it starts at home.
Now everybody got good parents. So what do you say to the kids that don't have good parents and now they're transitioning in from a teenage to adulthood?
You said a child that has what?
I said the kids that don't got good parents, now they're transitioning through their life. They're going from, being a kid to teenager to adult. But they never had some type of guidance in between all of that. So they kind of are carrying their same childhood antics into adulthood.
But when you become an adult, you got to start to do, that's on you as an adult.
Here's the thing though.
Like you have to want for yourself in general.
You brought up, what would you tell them, if they're not getting it from their parents, right? Or something like that. And then you brought up this social media, how social media just opened everybody up to the world. Mm-hmm. The thing is, right? What I would tell the kid that, isn't getting it from the parents, when you're seeing it on social media, believe it. You know what I mean? Because you could see something, but think that, I'm not good enough for that. Or, that's out of reach. Like, no, it's in reach.
I just think that we give a little too much. I think we give a little bit too much grace to some people, like some adults. Like where it's like, they don't know any better. So when you gonna learn better? Like when you gonna want better? Why is it always they don't know any better? Like you have to take accountability at some point and want more for yourself.
I don't know. I was watching I'll Be Out interview, another rapper, Jersey City. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And he used to talk about like why he was getting into all the street shit he was getting into, even when he started getting higher up as a rapper, and it comes back down to just a mentality thing. I grew up I don't know how old he is, but say 30 years old. I grew up for 30 years believing this. This is how I moved in the streets of New Jersey, bro. Mm. This is all I know. Money does not change that. I was actually watching Hitman Holla. He was speaking of the same thing because he was like, Hitman Holla be ready to crash out, always ready to fight. He said the same thing. They'd be like, Hitman, why you want to get into all these situations and you make X amount of money, you're successful, wilding out, you're the best battle rapper. He's like, because this is all I know. He's like, I do not know. No one teaches you. There's no rule book to teach you, when I make $1 million, you got to stop acting like this. Nobody teaches you that. I'm still the same person. I just got money now. And people think you're supposed to change when you become rich. Which you should, but like I said, it's not ideal for you to change overnight.
That you don't know when you get a certain place that you got to change.
But who teaches you that?
Niggas mess up
especially if you're the first millionaire in your family.
Sorry, one more time.
I said if you're the first millionaire in your family, who could tell you what? You're the only one that even touched that tax bracket. So who's teaching you?
I feel like now.
I hear what you're saying, but I also feel like my thing is sometimes it's people that I feel like some people make excuses using that. Like, it's an excuse. Like, at some point, it becomes an excuse. Like, now that you have this, why would you not want to keep it and find ways to keep it? Go outsource and figure it out. Like, why do you always just sit there and be like, this is all I know? And sit there and stay like that.
That's hard. People like easy shit. That's hard to do. It's hard to take your mentality and say, you know what, damn, I really got to reconfigure my whole shit. Like, I like what's going on here. I understand that it's only temporarily if I continue to be the way that I am. So, I want it to last, so I got to go and do this. That's hard.
Well, it's hard, but it's possible.
A habit is a habit.
Definitely
But my thing is, the ones that want to stay like that, I don't feel bad. I'm so sorry.
So what did you see in your life that made you want to be better than your parents?
I don't know. I just had it in me. I just felt like I wanted to be better.
Do you have like specific things that you wanted better?
I went through a lot of trauma as a kid. And due to that trauma, I told myself if I ever became a parent, I'm going to be better. So I just do the opposite.
And what about you, Ali? Is there anything that you've seen in your parents? I'm like, I want to do it better than them.
Yeah, absolutely. There's been some things, that happened, over the course of my 31 years on this planet.
Damn.
Nothing. And just for the record, like, I come up me and mommy, you know what I'm saying? Single mother, my mother had me at 17, you know what I'm saying? And everybody counted out. Like literally everybody, family, like, close-knit family as well. So, she had all the odds against her and all of that. So I take into account that she did the best that she could, you know what I'm saying? And is doing the best that she can. Because, she's still my mom. She's still here. God bless. But and that's with anything that you do though or go through. It's like, if it was me, I would have did this a little different, or I might have handled that situation a little different. But it's supposed to be like that. You know what I mean? Because my vision is my vision, her vision is her vision. You know what I mean? And now it's a little different. I'm a grown man, but coming up, it's like you got to fall in line and you got to just do what you got to do. You know what I mean? But that's with everything.
Like I said, a lot of people are gullible. A lot of people are easily fall into peer pressure. So I just don't put no fault on nobody because you just coming up. Yeah, it's just so easy to steer into the wrong path. Yeah, you talked about in the busy episode. Like, bro, it is a lot easier to get into some street shit / some fucked up shit than people expect, bro.
I understand that, but some people be asking for it. Like Krishan, let's use her for an example. She at this point, everybody started to feel bad at some point, but then after a while, it's like, all right, at this point, you just like it. Like people are trying to help you, you just don't care.
That part.
Those people is the ones I'm talking about that I don't feel bad for. The people that just are in situations where they can't help it, like you said, that's different. But people like that, I don't feel bad for.
I always say everything, like if something happens bad to someone, in every situation that happens bad, they had a hand in it. Whether it's this much or this much, you had a hand in it somehow, some way. Like, you may not realize it because of, the fact of the matter is, it's like, oh, shit is bad or whatever the case is. But it's like, yo, you had a hand in it, whether it was, making an adjustment, making a different choice, making a different, you know what I mean? But it's just like, but I feel like us as people, when we're in situations like that, we have to take accountability and look at it from that lens because that's going to help us get out. That's going to help our mental get out. That's going to help our physical get out. That's going to, because it's easy to feel sad and cry and oh man,
Some people have the victim mentality and they don't. That's what they love. They love that.
Absolutely,
they love to be the victim, and
it's terrible because it's just like, yo, you clearly could have did something different, but you really not seeing that.
Facts. Like you in a ditch and I passed you the rope mad long ago, and you just like, I don't want the rope.
Okay, that was a bar,
and it could really be that was a bar. Okay, and it really could be the other person's fault or whatever the case is, or the other person. You know what I mean? Whatever. But it's just like, well,
it's less than how they sound.
That's what I be saying. My favorite thing to say now is, if you like it, I love it. Because as long as you are able to accept the consequences and you are at peace with the consequences of whatever action you decide to pursue,
that's it.
If you like it, I love it.
Exactly.
That's it. If you like it, I love it. But to transition, all right. So back from that, then, because you're talking about opportunities, I want to talk about character, right? So before we get into that, I want to speak about how important is it for networking? Because obviously, to the same conversation, I feel like networking gets you indoors, and obviously degrees cannot. So I want to speak on that because we talk about opportunities. Like I said, a lot of people just necessarily don't have these opportunities because they can't meet these people. So expound to the importance of networking. I know he can give me 1,000 speeches about it. So tell the people,
So, well, one, degrees can get you into the doors too. It depends on what door you want to walk in. Because a degree is, a qualification for a certain door that you want to walk in. If you want to walk in and be a doctor, you're going to need that degree. It doesn't matter how likable you are. It doesn't matter how good of a person you are, how cool you are with the head, whatever. It's just like, yo, you need this training or this certification. You know, so that's one. Networking just regularly, or, as a whole, super important. It's not about, at first it's about who you know. Secondly, it's like, okay, now I need you to show up. Now I need you to be punctual. Now I need you to, show your skills. What's the talent? You know what I mean? But it's just like one of the first rules that I ever learned, and I said this on Pancho's interview too when I did that. What was that, 21 or something? And I live by that to this day. The first and the most important rule that I've ever learned in this business, in any business, is people work with who they like and who they know.
You may as well get it tatted on you.
Simple as that. Yeah, right.
Right. That shit 1,000 times, bro.
Shout out to one of my college professors, Professor Perimsky. Yeah, that's said his name right. But yeah, people work with who they like and who they know, and that's real. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you break that down. It's like, okay, cool. How do I become likable? How do I know someone? Well, one, you meet them, you make yourself relevant. You know what I'm saying? And then you be likable. You show up. You be punctual. You know what I mean? Like I said before. We was talking about it off camera. I just left Mingles. I was just DJing at Mingles. Their mixing board, the house mixing board, was messed up. Cool. There's a DJ that came on right after me that, has a higher status than me, has someone that, has worked a lot of the rooms and, somewhere that I aspire to be. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, cool. I met him tonight. First time ever. He knows about me. I've knew about him. First time ever. How do we become likable? How do we build a relationship? It just so happened that I had my controller, my DJ controller that I just happened to bring, because I had a gig last night. But I could have said, yeah, I gotta figure that shit out. This is my shit. This is my $1,600 controller. Yeah, niggas can't. But I said, let me take a step back. I'm trying to build a relationship with this person. This person knows what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? I got people that's in the spot. Yo, rock out, bro. Oh, yo, dude. Now what that's gonna happen, what that does is now that's a memorable moment for whenever. It could be next week, it could be next year, 5 years from now. But that person is going to remember that I did that. Simple as that. So now the relationship started. Mm-hmm. Simple as that.
That's why I spoke to her about being a stand-up nigga. You know,
I think I'm on the fence with that. Because there's Tasha K's. I'm sorry. Like, people like that have built their brand off of tearing people down. And people, for some reason, still found ways to still like her and follow her, even though she's the most unlikable person there is.
So I'm heavy on
So that's why I'm on the fence on it. And also, like, it takes one rumor about you, and that's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's important to network. Of course, you should network and be kind to people that you meet. But sometimes one wrong fuck up on the wrong day. That's it.
semi agree with, and I'm gonna tell you why. People can say anything, right?
Type shit.
And I'll just address this now, because this has been happening for a while. There's a certain person, a certain someone. Let me look in the camera. There's a certain someone out there that has been doing an amazing job, actually, with just digging and research and really trying to put some dirt on my name and my brand. And there's been some successful attempts on their side. Round of applause for you. It's the war, not the battle. That's one. So, and I say all this to say, when people know you, they know you. So when someone who just comes out the woodworks from wherever says something or, decides to hit people up that you may know and just says whatever, when people know you, they know you. So it's like now, it's like I'm looking at it from a different angle because, wait, this doesn't really sound like him. Not that I'm sold on it just yet, but it's just like, So now I'm in between. I got this person saying this thing, but I know this person. So now it's like in the middle. What's the deciding factor here, right? Now it's like, let's dive in a little deeper. Who are you? Who is this person? Let's check your credibility. Let's check what you've done. Oh, you have a history of doing X, Y, Z.
Talk about it.
I see between the lines and I see what's really going on here. Now, just to, play God's advocate. I like to say God's advocate, not devil's advocate, because we advocate for positivity on this side. But now it's like, well, what if some of these things are true? What if some of these things, do fall in line with what this person is saying? At the end of the day, I know this person. I know this person's caliber. I see the work that this person's been doing, what this person, aspires to do, whatever the case is. It's like you got to really read between the lines and, allow that to be the deciding factor. You know what I mean? So
character saves you 99.9 times
All the
out
time.
of
I'm
10.
gonna keep it 100 when it
All
comes
the
on to
time.
me personally. I don't give a fuck if somebody likes me, not likes me. I don't give a rat's ass. And I know that's probably bad. And the reason why
There's
I say
that
I don't
part too.
care is because, like I said, somebody's always going to try to. It's always going to be haters. Somebody's
Absolutely.
always going to be trying to throw dirt in your
That's
name.
that's
it's
confirmation
gonna
that you're
happen.
doing some
And
shit right.
if you continue thinking in your mind, I have to make sure I am, you're being fake, because that's how I view it after a while. You're being fake when you're trying to appease to everyone.
But that's what it's like what he just said. There's a difference between a couple haters versus everyone says the same thing about you. Just like when they be like,
Right.
if you got a problem with everyone, then what's the main component
It's like,
there?
you got to check yourself.
That's what I'm saying. So bro, I take character so crazy because listen, character is the most important thing in life, bro. I'm heavy on legacy. She says to me all the time, nobody, you're not gonna know what happens after you're dead because you're
When the
dead.
dirt gets thrown in your casket, you won't know.
But listen, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm heavy on the way my name is carried after I'm gone.
No,
I
absolutely.
think that's
You
very
won't know
important.
how your name is carried after you're
People
gone.
still speak on Nipsey Hussle in very high regard because of the things that he did when he was here.
Yeah.
That shit matters, bro. Same thing to like I said, the Rockefellers of the earth. Their name holds weight in society, bro.
Put it like this. You're going for an opportunity, right? You see someone, you finally get the opportunity that, you can get or whatever. Or, perfect example, respectfully speaking, of course, one of your children. They're going for an opportunity. It's like, okay, yo, whatever, boom, boom. It could be like a hometown situation, whatever it is. It's like, oh, who's your parent? You meet people and it's like, oh, well, where you from? Oh, you from here too? Wait, who's your parents? Where you from? Oh, Patrice but I know Patrice. It could be, I know Patrice, or I know Patrice. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, cool. Whatever that, and that don't got nothing to do with your daughter, but it's where she comes from, and it's the perception, and it's how it's looked at. Not that that's right or wrong.
But I think it doesn't matter because you don't know who you may cross on that day. It could go either way.
But it can help you or hurt you.
For me personally, what matters for me is how I feel about myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't sit down and fixate on what someone on the outside thinks of me.
It always starts with what you think about yourself. That's number one.
And if I think that I'm doing what I need to do, and I'm being a kind person, I'm treating people with the way they need to be treated, that's all that matters to me.
No. And if you are,
so that's why I'm not too fixated on what people think of me on the outside.
It's not about what people think. It's just considering the fact of. It's like I have to consider, and you got to understand too. It's like when you're in certain positions, you're in certain seats. Like in certain seats, you know what I'm saying? It's like there's different things to consider because of what you're attached to and who's attached to you. You know what I mean? Just like me personally, it's just like, yo, there's certain things that I do, there's certain things that I don't do. And there's a time and place for everything because of my family, because of my brand, because of like, I'm trying to win.
Bro.
And I don't want nothing, respectfully, I keep saying respectfully, actually, I don't want nothing to come back on a negative to me. That's just me personally.
Same here.
Like, because niggas will try
we
to...
have a podcast talking shit. It's over. The negatives are going to be out there.
I'm saying, I mean in regards to, like I say, when it comes to character things, bro, I know for most people that I meet, like I said, I've done mad favors. I don't count favors, but I've done mad favors for people. I've just stood on business for a lot of shit with niggas, whether it's on some street shit or just regular shit, bro. Niggas know my body. That's why I got to say it again, bro.
Straight like that.
I can count on one hand how many villains I could actually be the villain in a story, bro. And it might be less, honestly, bro. So that's why I take that character shit to heart, bro, because you're not about to lie on my name. Now, obviously, people do it, and that's what I'm saying, though. But for the most part, I'm pretty sure there's a room of 10 people, and the one hater's like, Jordan did X, Y, and Z to me. I'm pretty sure they're all going to look around like he said, I don't remember him doing that with me. When he was with me, he was solid. You know, or same thing with a girl. Yo, when he was with me, he was solid. He never did all of that. Even girls that are mad at me to the day, I had conversation with them. Like, the one thing they can say to me, they'll be like, Jordan did treat me good while we was together. Telling you, bro, your character go a long way, bro.
That's
long way. Even in terms of bitches.
But we're gonna just agree to disagree on that.
I don't
give a fuck.
And just for the bro, and just for the bros.
I'm not even gonna sit here and try to front like I do.
And just for the bros, I want to say that real quick too. You know how much bros I know that dead ass got to fuck more bitches off of the fact that he got a good that a bitch gave a good dick review about him. Telling you, your character goes everywhere.
Reviews are everything.
It goes everywhere,
for
bro.
real. Because girls talk. Y'all know y'all do.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all know y'all do. Y'all be talking, girl.
I don't talk. Let me tell you what I do purposely, and it's gonna sound fucked up. I told every female that a nigga I dealt with after I'm done with them, they whack. Because I don't want a bitch to go try to straggle behind me. So he was whack. He was horrible.
Not for nothing.
God, I can't believe it.
That helps too, though.
Yo, I see the post today. It was like,
nah, you're right. Because the situation, I'm about to bring up a situation. A situation happened like that with me. I remember I was talking shit, and I do this on purpose. I was talking shit about somebody to a friend group of women. And one of the women literally went behind my back and snuck and went out with him after the fact. And I was like, wow, you're weird. Because I don't know, she probably figured out what I was doing and went after the fact.
She said, I don't give a damn.
She
I
learned.
gotta see for myself.
I see the post that said that today. He was like, yo, I just fucked this bitch, and that shit was so fire, I had to tell the bros her pussy stink.
Exactly. That's me. I'm not about to tell you how he folded me up. I'm not telling you that.
Like
he was horrible. No.
I feel like niggas is worse than bitches when it comes to, females. I don't want to call females.
No. Females are worse.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Females are
niggas
real
would be like,
sneaky with that.
Yo,
Females are real sneaky with that.
Yeah, nah, happy for you, bro. Da, da, da. Like, especially if it's a nigga that's just, an associate, not nobody in the circle. You know what I'm saying?
Females like to best friend a bitch's ex. Okay. Bitches love to, that's my bestie.
Put some name on a bullet.
Bestie. Oh my God. No.
Listen, I'll tell the girl straight up, you ain't gonna be bestieing me for free.
Bestie me for free.
You know what I'm saying? I know what your plan is, but we ain't gotta waste no time. Let's get to it.
Yeah, no cap.
Bestie.
I'm not your bro. Don't even try to hit me with that. I'm not your bro. You gonna bro your Uber? You gonna bro your ass into an Uber?
I'm sorry. I'm gonna stand on the fact that I would never talk to my friends about if somebody's doing something good for me. Because you're not gonna want to try to experience it.
I don't know. You might have to reevaluate the circle then, because
No, I don't have that. I don't have that issue
for
now.
you.
I don't have that issue now.
Oh, from before.
I'm just
okay.
saying before those people, I let go of them.
Got it.
But it's like if the fact that I had to
Let's
do that,
snap
I
for
knew.
growth.
The fact that I had to do that was it.
This gonna be the green flag. Green flag.
Shout out growth, man.
I'm about to drop my hand towel line, by the way. You know what I'm saying? This is, this custom hand
towel.
towel and all that. You know what I mean? I've been pondering with the idea, and I'm about to go for it and do it. Hand towels on the way. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, agree to disagree. Listen, I'm gonna end out before we transition to the next topic. I think people should work on being more likable. That's one of my biggest regrets in life. I used to be a very unlikable individual. I still might, according to this podcast.
Nobody likes you. I don't know why you.
I used to be way more unlikable than now. All right.
If I feel
when I first met this guy, he didn't give a fuck about nothing.
I used to be, what's funny?
Nothing.
Him and I reversed. Like we switched roles. Like I used to be like him before, and I'd be like, oh, I like people. Like now, I don't give a fuck. Like I don't care. How the fuck if you like me or not?
Situations and circumstances not circumstances, but situations will put you
because
through
that for me, when I was doing that, I became a people pleaser. And I put people before myself.
There you go.
When I started becoming selfish, I automatically became unlikable.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. I'm putting myself first always.
But that's when you gotta vet people around you. If you the type of, like we spoke about it the other day, as far as this pod, I feel like there's certain people that be reaching out on some opportunist shit. I never heard from you before. Now you see the podcast, and even when I try to give people chances, if you bait on, actually I'm gonna say this right now. If we invite you on this podcast and you bait, it's over for you. It's clipped. Now you gotta wait and you in the back of the line. Because if I'm giving you,
listen, he's nice. You're banned. We don't do that. I ban people. You can ask him. I'm the mean one. I'll ban you. So you better off going to him trying to bake him, because it ain't gonna happen with me.
That be happening a lot. People be looking for opportunities, and like I said, I extend the opportunity. Be like, yo, give somebody a platform, but people be playing with our time, bro. We can't. We ain't got time
and
for
money.
that,
This ain't free.
Nah. Yep, that part. That part.
I'm sorry, not to cut you off. I was gonna say, in any situation, like, it's always give and take. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool to help people. It's cool to, you know what I mean? But, when you're the person that's asking for something, like, you have to show up. You have to be punctual. You have to, say the thank yous and really understand the value of what you're getting, regardless of the fact. Even if it ain't really much to value, you asked.
That's what I'm saying. Even with this pod, for example, right? Because, I get the excuse a lot, obviously, I got work. Nigga, your job not going to go nowhere. You call out for a day. If you really want to be on this podcast as bad as you want to be in these DMs, then go call out for a day, bro.
It's not that deep. Come after.
That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty flexible on the schedule, but I'm not about to hit you over and over and over again to be on a podcast that you asked me to be on.
Facts.
Giving you, I'm very, listen, I give like 5 dates to you. Pick a date or make time for this date.
Simple.
That's it. And if you can't make that time, bro, it is what it is.
And we don't have to have guests on the pod. We do it because it's fun, it's entertaining. But we don't have to have guests on the pod. We choose to have guests on the pod. We could pod by ourselves and have a time.
Literally, don't get it fucked up. Check the page. Niggas went viral without y'all. I don't even think we've had guests that gone viral, low key. All our viral clips are dead ass us.
Well,
dead ass us.
Well, I'm glad that we can
and Nina.
change
And
that.
Dotto.
They technically the only ones, and they don't even count. They like regulars, low key. Like they dead regulars. Like
I'm glad we can change that tonight. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna add to the viral list. Yes.
I gotta go say that real quick. I ain't gonna lie, that should be blowing minds, bro. Niggas be Hollywoodness gotta stop. Gotta stop, bro.
Dead ass. And also too, even when you get to that, just to expand about it a little bit more, because on the business side, on the music side, you know what I'm saying? Like, these artists, respectfully speaking, even if you are on that level, be human.
Thank you.
Like, it's cool to be a human. Like, stop expecting shit. Like, expect nothing except everything. You either gonna fuck with it or you not. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Like, understand when someone brings you value. Like, there's artists that I've worked with that I've gone above. You know how I work. Not to say that you're one of them, because you're not. You're really on the other side of that, especially on the artist side. Like, you understand the value. You see what comes up. You're punk. You're not in that. But I've literally worked with artists where it's just like, okay, your budget is this. Okay, cool. The price is here, but your budget is here. All right, cool. Whatever. Let's do it. Let's get to it. But then it's just like I've done shit where I'm picking artists up from the train station. There's times where the artist's kids will be there, and I'm like, you know what I mean? You okay? You need a little watch, like, you know what I mean? You need a little juicy juice, a little something. Like, there's times where I'm going above and beyond to just, because the goal is the goal. And once the goal is set, I'm the type of person to say, all right, we're going to do whatever we need to do to make sure that the goal is the goal. You know what I mean? But on the contrary, it's like, when it's your turn to reciprocate, or when I'm calling you now, it's like, yo, you think you could, it's like, oh, the runaround. Or it's like, oh, oh, but I don't know. Like, it should be an instant yes.
Get one time to strike
Or it
out.
should at least be okay, I got you. Let me see what I could do. Like, this should be no and ifs or buts. You know what I mean? Like,
People
and
only
I'm
do things that benefit them. And
all
when it's
the
done benefiting
time.
them, that's it.
That's
all
actually
the
that's what I want to
time.
actually before I get to the next topic. I did want to say that because that's what I forgot to say during the networking conversation. This is why it's important to network with everybody too, because you just don't know where somebody's gonna end up.
all the time.
That's true.
Like so,
all
we was
the
just talking
time.
about it off mic where I ran into a certain artist. You know, they kind of gave me the once again the little Hollywood run around. You know, yo, reach out to this person and we'll lock it in. Niggas love saying they're gonna lock shit in that they're never gonna do. If you don't want to be on, like, if you don't want to be on the podcast, and just say that, bro. I'm a very honest, like, it is what it is. But now it's gonna be funny to me. There could be a full circle moment. I'm calling it from now that person potentially gonna be on this podcast, and I'm gonna address it because it's like, yo, bro, the first time I seen you, you could have been on this podcast. Now that somebody put in the plug. Now look at you back here. You could have been here to begin with. You ran into me to begin with, bro.
It's just like
You never know where you're gonna end
why?
up, bro.
It's just like, why? Like, be human. Like, it's okay. Like, the thing is like, everybody wants to, you know, the entertainment industry is based off of perception. You know what I mean? There's the perception of, oh, yo, this one is lit and they really not. Or it's like, oh, this person isn't lit and they really are. You know what I mean? So it's all about how you want to be looked at. But real recognizes real. Like, you're always going to soar when you're on when you're giving positive energy, you're giving positive vibes, and you're human. And now, don't get me wrong, like, you can't say yes to everybody. You can't, do everything that people want you to do, but it's cool to take and have a conversation. It's cool to say, all right, cool, yo, hit me directly. Or, yo, I would want you to hit me directly, but yo, this is my manager, or this is my whatever who handles my boom boom. And but also too, if you're putting somebody in that place, make sure that they are, punctual and show up.
That part. Stop putting business emails that I don't even fucking use. Get me so mad, bro. Just to look all professional. Niggas don't answer their business emails at all.
Like, what?
Take that shit out your fucking bio, bro. Get me so mad,
Like,
bro.
you're working backwards. Like, hello, you're hurting your own brand. Hello. Like, what's the point? Like, it's cool to be like, at one point in time, that was me. One man, band man. Like, yo, yeah, I'm doing my bookings. Yeah, I'm doing my sessions. And yeah, I'm doing everything. Now it's a little different. I have, people that work with me, which is, thank God for them. Shout out to Shelly, Jaden, Jalen. I don't think I'm missing nobody. Nah. But, I'm happy to be able to, because that just helps the brand.
Yeah.
But it's just like, yo, be human at the end of the day. It's cool to have a conversation. It's cool to stop when somebody's like, yo, Ali, yo, or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just like, yo. Because that was you at one point. That was me at one point and it still is. It's like, yo, I said it on IG not too long ago. It's like, I'm big bro and little bro all at once. Still. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool and I love it. I love being in this position because I'm forever a student. I'm always gonna grow.
I think I'm big, bro. Never the little one. Nice.
You know what I
Never the little one.
You know what I mean? But it's, little bro to the ones that, are the actual big bros, because everybody loves to be big bro, but they really ain't.
Niggas gotta stop big bro niggas that get more money than them. But that's neither here nor there.
Because shit, I've been to Big Help Me before, but way before my time, but now it's...
Listen, man, I ain't got no type nigga like a dyke nigga. I don't like niggas. Shitting me.
With the bars, though, what else?
All right.
What else?
Anyway.
What's the next topic?
I want to talk about, I seen this clip from Lauren Lennon. She was talking about how she basically ran down on Nipsey Hussle. So she was like, to paraphrase the story. Long story short.
She ran down on him?
She ran down on Nip, bro.
Shout out to her. Wait, let's just shout. Can we snap for that? Lauren London running down on Nipsey Hussle.
And you know what's funny? Once again, character, right?
That's
Because she
fire.
was saying that she's from LA and all her friends was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. All her friends knew Nip, but she didn't. And all her friends would be like, I ain't gonna lie, you and Nip will probably be a good little thing. But she always like dazed on it. And she was like, I ain't gonna lie, he was attractive, but like I guess they just never crossed paths. So I forgot what happened. That she was trying to get Crenshaw merch for all of her girls and stuff. So she hit up his manager trying to get it in bulk, and she wasn't able to get it. So I think later, whatever, she ended up getting she ended up getting the stuff, but she got it all through the manager. But then Nipsey hit her up. So then she follows him. And then, she follows him first, and she slides in his DM, and then they end up talking via DM, and next thing you know, obviously Nipsey and Lauren thing. So I made this topic because I wanted to say, I'm like, yo, how do women basically show men that they're interested? Like, what does pressure look like from a woman?
I run down on men, you know that, so I don't care. I run down.
What does that look like? Show us.
I'm trying to think of an example. If I don't go through a friend, which is the simple way to do it, but if I don't, I'll go up to a man myself and tell him he's handsome and ask him if he's seen anybody. Simple. I really go straight. I'm very bold. I'll do that.
I think what I want to address
More
is
women should be like Patrice.
That's what I'm about to say. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like women complain about the dating field a lot, right? Like they can't find the partner that they want. Low key, it'd be 1,000 times easier to find your partner if women just simply, literally chase the guy they want. If you think that nigga cute, go run down.
Okay, we're not
on him,
chasing.
bro.
Okay, don't change that.
But
word.
that's the problem with women.
Go after.
Whatever you want to say, chasing, go after.
Same shit.
I'm not chasing. I'm not running my feet after nobody.
I'm dead.
Go get what you like, man.
You're right. You scrolling instead.
Go get what you like.
Oh,
Or
I
run
don't.
down
I don't
in
do
that DM.
Instagram. I don't like to do.
Girls
the
love saying that
Instagrams.
niggas fuck anything. All right, so if you think that, then what's the chance of you getting fucking dubbed? He probably gonna whip you with the shits, bro. Run down.
I mean, niggas
Take
always
that
want to
first step.
fuck, so no man's gonna say no whether I'm a foot or not. Niggas want to fuck. Okay.
The right man don't want to hit everything now. You know what I'm
you got a
saying?
point.
Like, I mean, well, you're a little different, but somebody else, like, they not just going. You know what I mean? Like, shoot, I got ran down on last night, and it was just like, I appreciate you. You got a nice dress. I love it.
You got a nice dress.
Yeah, I'm packing up over here. I gotta go. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man.
Listen, I'll be running down on
I had this at the topic list too, and I'm definitely because of part of this. I can't even take you seriously until I clip. Gangster, bro.
Okay, talk more about that. Wait,
I'm
hold on.
on your side with that.
I can't because
you don't buy the car till you take it for a little drive.
Thank
You know?
you.
Oh, on that part. Yeah. No, absolutely.
I think intercourse is one of the most important things in your relationship.
Yeah.
Yes.
If they match everything you're looking for and they're trash in
At
bed,
the top for me, you know.
they're trash
Red
in
flag.
bed, bro. How are you supposed to be together for a lifetime? If you're supposed to be my only partner for a lifetime,
You gotta go.
you gotta have some fire, alright? Your shit gotta be fire, bro.
Need that.
I'm saying, hey, yo, Shorty always gonna be like, oh my god, you guys just wanna fuck, like, bro. What you think this is,
I mean,
bro? That's gonna solidify you here.
I think the proper way to do it is to catch the vibe, figure out if you like the person in general as a person, and then gotta see what
Listen, Shorty, you wanna
it's
be
up-
on the bench or you wanna be a starter?
It's up under them drawers, you know.
The thing is with females though, most females like they want to put you through the prerequisites.
But I'll say this.
90-day rule.
I'll
head
say
ass.
this.
Yeah.
I'm not a man. I don't know what pussy feel like, but in my mind, I think all pussy the same. Is it not? It's just it get wet.
No.
It's not. Let me know. I'm not a man. I know y'all got men have different size
It's the same
penises.
thing with,
It's different.
You know what I mean? Like,
I wouldn't know. I got a vagina, but I don't be fucking vagina. I don't know. I'm asking.
all dick ain't the same.
You know, there's some
because
girl,
it's different sizes.
There's some girl with
Vagina's
the-
vagina.
It's no,
some
it's
women
not. There's
with the-
different sizes.
There's some
I didn't
women
know
with
that.
the tight
Spatial
pum-pum.
areas.
I didn't
You know
know.
what I'm
It's
saying?
different
And then-
spatial
What you call
areas.
it? Circumference.
I didn't know. I'm just saying.
And then you got the girls that feel like you slide into the black hole. Ain't feeling nothing there. It's just
Sometimes you go in and you don't even know where to go.
See me. I gotta make sure a man isn't crazy first. I have to make
open
sure.
road. Feel like you driving
I
down
have
Virginia.
to make sure a man's not
But you
crazy
gotta
first.
understand. Sometimes the man may not be crazy, don't know he crazy, but might encounter somebody like you. It may be crazy.
Well, I didn't count that enough to know I don't want to anymore. So no, I gotta make
Accountability.
sure you're not crazy.
Accountability. But
listen,
nah,
man.
it'll be a lot easier if like females would just come up to men and like
Grab your balls.
do what Patrice
Relax.
Go up to him and just grab him by the balls and just hold him.
That's sexual assault. Please don't do that.
Be like-
They wouldn't mind.
Like,
They
what?
wouldn't mind.
Nah, because if the wrong girl come up to me and grab my balls, it's over. 2-piece. Bye.
Yeah, but if the right girl come up to you, grab your balls, and look you in the eyes,
It's a gift and a curse. It can go either
Exactly.
way left or way right.
or just choke them. They
Another
like
two-
that shit
another
too.
thing too with girls, yo, stop. Because I had this recently, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Stop being weird and being awesome. Yo, let me see it. If you're not trying to do nothing, I'm not. All right, we not doing this whole
dead.
sex. I'm too old to be sexting or playing these little
Dead
sneaky
ass.
FaceTime games, bro.
Send me
If
a
you-
pic. No, come see it.
That
Nah,
type shit.
listen, the trick, ladies, the trick to that,
Pull up on
the trick
me.
to that is, I don't even know if I want to say this, because in the ones that don't, it's going to lie. But anyways, the trick to that is if a guy is quiet about it and he ain't really going crazy about talking about sex, he the one you go after. When they too
one.
loud,
That's
I didn't
a
have the
fact.
situation. I never forget. I had a situation years ago.
That's a
The guy
fact.
was like, "Oh, I'm about to." And he was Jamaican. He's like, "Man, I gotta dig out your hole and da 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 da."
Whoa!
When he whipped it out, I was like, "The fuck am I supposed to do with that?" Because me, I'm not wasting a body. I'm not doing that. I was like, "If you don't take your salt shaking ass home."
Salt shakers.
Because it gave salt
That's
shaker, like
crazy.
from Blue's Clues, the salt and pepper.
my
It
God.
gave that. What am I doing with that? Get away from me.
But wouldn't you be like intrigued? Like if he's leading you up to like, I'm about to dig up your hole.
What if he's a grower, not a shower?
Would you be like,
That was his growth. I'm okay. Women, I'm not about wasting nobody. I'm not wasting your time or mine. Go home. Have a good
Go
night.
home.
I can't do nothing
That's
with that.
respectable. Like, you know,
I
that's
can't do nothing with
respectable.
that.
Versus
But
having you go through the motions.
I just don't like when men be doing all of that. The ones that be doing all of that don't be having nothing every time. Every time.
Shorty tried to hit me with the, it's cool. I know you got the shrimp. You're enjoying a little. All right.
Just reverse psychology on some. All
All
right.
right. It's OD little. I got the
Word.
shrimp patellini. You feel me? Whatever.
Like I'm not about. I don't like to be like, oh, because I got the best. I'm confident in my product. That's it. You confident in your product?
Type
That's it.
shit. Like,
also too, like on as a tip, you know, for the fellas too, it's cool to be. It's better to be quiet, because the thing is, you know, on the female side, it might not be what you think it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? To where, you know, you're impacted by it not being what the expectation is. You know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, you got to show, whether you're a girl or a shower, you got to show up and you got to be punctual. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I've had situations like that. I even had a situation where I dead called him after and laughed. I called him. I dipped the nigga up after like,
Dap up. The dap up is crazy. All right, my nigga.
Damn, though,
It's
Parsha,
been
cut
real.
that out. I don't want to get cursed out, please.
No,
cut that
we
part
don't
out.
cursing that out. Nuh-uh.
Because he gonna know him.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
We ain't cutting that out. We don't got enough,
I'm sorry,
right?
and it's the way he said too. Yeah, that's definitely a fact because I done dealt with some shorties that like you'll be like, yo, she see her walk by, yo, she's pain, but the poems is trash. Bro.
Or they can't
That's-
take
And then I
it.
feel bad because how was your pum pum trash?
And then the shorties that be medium ugly, pussy be pain. Bro.
But my thing is how though? Like
Nah, bro.
I don't know how, but all I know, I'll just put it
I
that
just
way.
be thinking in my head like.
Some people got it, some people don't.
If
It
I
could
were
be
to show my
hereditary.
roster, I bet you if I were to rank the best pussy from like obviously, you know what I mean, it would throw you off guard for the ones that gave the best boom boom versus the ones that didn't. I'm telling you, man, don't let bad bitches fool you. They be bad, but they don't know even how to use it or
I
what.
think some
don't
women
know.
just don't be knowing the tricks.
They ain't
yet.
do their Kegels or something.
Yeah, they don't be knowing the tricks. yet.
They gotta get on point.
They need to get on the regimen. Hey, man, Kanye had the workout plan then, but I got it now. Let me know what you need.
And you know, y'all gotta get y'all a Virgin Island gal because then it's just different.
Talk
you know?
your shit. What
That's
else?
it. No.
I don't need you to
What
throw,
else?
I don't need you to throw glass and vases at me from across the room. But, you know, we're gonna have to close this out. You feel me? So, Mr. Ali the Greatest, anything coming up that you'd like to tell the people? Anything you'd like
Show
to
the
promote?
towels again. He said he got his hand towels coming out.
Niggas a
Hand
liar.
towels is coming on. Nah, so here's the thing. I really been thinking about, like, you know,
He always has a hand towel. It makes sense.
I really always do. And this is my first one in black. You know what I'm saying?
You at least need a smaller one so niggas can put on the fitted.
This is what
type
you do.
shit.
This is what you do. This is what you
Okay.
do.
I need the feedback. Yes.
When you
Same.
DJ in an event, right?
Uh-huh.
And you see some girls looking at you, you wipe your sweat and you throw it in the crowd. That's what you do with your
So I do it with the towel?
Yeah,
or?
the hand towel, throw it in the crowd.
This nigga think he tank.
Have a backup,
no.
of course.
These are the black ones. I don't
Have
know
a
about
backup,
this
of
one.
course.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my homie Dog Mika who put me on with it. But
Listen, that's what Usher been doing. He been taking his cups and giving it out.
Usher
and
been
all
doing
types of-
Usher
whatever the
gotta
fuck
relax.
he wanna do.
I could never be
has
his
to
wife.
relax.
Nah,
Because the way
I feel bad for her.
The
I
way
seen
he would
Usher
have a
take
black
two
guy every
cherries
tour.
and put it in front of this
bad
girl,
for
and she was
her.
licking the cherries like it was balls. He gotta relax, bro. He's
She's
over there
tough.
breaking
She's
up
a tough soldier
relationships.
because it couldn't be me.
I feel bad for her.
Couldn't
I
have
don't
been
feel
me.
bad, but you know, because I'm sure she's living a great life.
Good thing I don't got a
But-
girl because she want to go to Usher concert. I'm crashing out. But
And she funny looking too, which I was surprised
Yeah, I
about.
wouldn't think that Usher would be with
Yeah.
someone like that. You know,
Yeah.
Usher's not good with relationships. We've seen that.
He got the light skin. What's his name? Cat Williams was saying.
The light skinned girl.
Yeah, the funny looking, funny face with light skin.
Then before that, he had the old head who was looking about 60.
Yo,
Anyway, back to the matter at hand. Anything you like to tell the people? Closing statements. Ali the Greatest.
Wait, that's it. This was quick. I ain't got no
Yeah,
more
man.
topics.
come
or
back
something?
then. See,
You damn right I do.
It
This
just
was
flows.
fun. Yes. What I got coming up?
People not gonna see this for like a month.
Listen, if you ever in the Norwalk area, I'm in Norwalk on Tuesday. Shout out to Nee, shout out to Darlene and Yadi and Juan and all the good peoples up there. I'm there every Tuesday. DJing and all that. I'm at Mingles every other Friday. Normally I do the happy hour after work, you know what I'm saying? Subject to change. Shout out to Dice and the Plaga, Tia, the whole team over there. That's like the newer things on the agenda. But I'm still in the studio, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Goat Lab. I did some rebranding. We're not the Slave Suite anymore.
Thank
God. He hated that.
I like
name
that
forever.
name.
See, the
But
thing
you know,
is-
I like
kinky
mix
ass.
ups. I like mix ups. So
all right,
kinky.
mix
I ain't
up.
gonna say what.
Anyway,
But yeah, shout out to the GOAT Lab. We still taking sessions. We still, fully operational, multi-purpose media studio. So right there in the heart of White Plains. Anything else I'm missing? Shout out to the whole crew. Undeniable music. You know what I mean? We still making hits. You know what I mean? Shout out to Rod. Shout out to Iggy. Shout out to my man Tyree Woodson Samuels, county legislator, who's been killing it, like just with a lot of behind the scenes work. What he been doing? I just did his fundraiser last night, and like we went to Atlanta together. We went to Invest Fest. Shout out to EYL and the whole team over there. Invest Fest is fucking phenomenal and amazing. Everybody should go.
I heard otherwise, but continue.
Ali sound like he getting an award.
Nah, I'm not getting no award. All right,
You know, thank you to.
I want to shout out my mama too, 'cause, But nah, man, like just to indulge a little bit, like just being around 20,000 people where everybody's on the same energy and in the same frequency. It's just like you go there. A lot of the information could be redundant when you're on the self-help the self-help path in general. But you of course you learn a lot. You learn some new things, but the networking there was amazing and immaculate. So shout out to Rashad and Troy. With that Westchester zone. I'm trying to think. Am I missing anything? I don't think so.
Shout out your mama. Come on.
No, I shout out my
All
mom
the
again
people.
for the
Ali
third
the
time.
greatest
I
is single.
talked about
Slide in
it.
them DMs. You heard him.
I'm dead.
want it, go
And
get
if
what
you see
like.
him
Lord.
DJing, go up to him, look him in the eyes, and grab his balls.
Relax.
Pull up
all
on me.
right? So some quick housekeeping real quick. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the bell notification at the top so you don't miss any of our lovely drops. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram. Being Black is Ghetto. Best podcast in the towns, man.
One more
It's
thing.
Jay Evans podcast.
He got one more thing?
Daddy J. Ali the
Greatest. Nah, I just want to shout y'all out. I've known you for a while. I've known you for some time as well. This was the same guy that just came into the studio on some I want to record, and the door happened to be open, and then here we are today. You know what I mean? So, a round of applause to y'all for taking the step and just creating this platform and doing it and being consistent and killing it and being punctual and you know what I'm saying?
feel
Like
me?
we gonna give y'all flowers. And Pancho, I gotta shout you out too for just being consistent and being the person and the staple that you are in this culture, in this community, in this game. That's it.
Alrighty, that's all I like to hear, man.
And we're out.
There you go.
Being Black is Ghetto. You're out of here.
And we're out.